Okay, so this is kind of like, I don't know what to call this drawer. It's my third drawer. I have glitters, we have mascaras, we have cream shadow sticks, liquid shadows, cream shadows in pots, and all of my eyeliners here as well. Again, like I've said previously, there's stuff on my vanity that's all stuff that I love and I'm definitely keeping. Let's just start going through. All of these glitters are going to stay because why not, right? It's fine. And there's also a glitter base in there, so those are all going to stay. The cream glitters are also going to stay because they work just fine. So I only have a few, so we'll just hang on to those. Alright, now on to other things. These e.l.f. eyebrow stencils are strange, and I don't like them, and I don't use them, so I'm going to give them to somebody else who will use them because I will not. This is like my backup emergency eyebrow pencil. It's actually super broken, but there's a decent amount of product left, and I do really like this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, so I'm keeping that. I think this might have dried up though. I don't know, this is kind of old. Oh, it says 6 months. Okay, we're gonna throw this out because it's definitely old. This is an eyebrow pencil. I'm gonna keep that. I need to try this Little Models Co. one out. Onto these mascaras. Obviously brand new Roller Lash I'm going to keep. I do really like it. And then I'm also going to keep this Smashbox one because this one is brand new. I do like this little Monsieur Big from Lancome a lot. I'm going to keep that little guy as well as my They're Real and Perversion. I need to use these up. This one I'm going to throw away. This is old. The Mad Lash by The Balm. It's kind of weird. You just, like, it doesn't even twist. Well, it's stuck, so now I have to twist it. But it just like pops out. I don't know, it's kind of strange, so I'm just going to throw it out because it's old. Better Than Sex, I don't really like, but I'm going to try to use it up some more. Oh, I do have this Brow Vogue Conditioning Primer from Benefit. I need to just use this some more because it's good for your brows. These mascaras are all old and I don't use them. The colored mascaras from NYX. I don't know, I kind of want to keep them because I'm like, well, it's a good thing to have, but they're old, so I'm nervous. It says you can keep them for 18 months, which is weird because mascaras you shouldn't. I don't know what to do. Should I just hang on to them just cuz? Alright, I think I'm going to hang on to these for a little bit more. I'm going to try to work these colored ones into a look. Of course, if they hurt my eyes, they're going in the trash. And I'm going to keep this brown one because I don't have brown mascara. I don't know. I need to try to use them at least a little bit more and then throw them out. I really thought I was going to throw those away. We have a gel liner here from Tarte. It might be dried out. It actually is not. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out because it's old and needs to go. I do really enjoy the liner though. So that's sad that I didn't use that more. I have some e.l.f. cream liners, which I think I'm going to throw out as well. Yeah, these are just old. They're not bad, they're just really old. So I'm gonna trash these two. This is Midnight, Midnight and Teal Teas. Gotta force yourself to throw stuff away. Alright, this I have a little eye primer sample, that's fine. I have my lash glues. I have a couple of colored eye primers I'm going to keep, and then I have this little eye primer stick and liner sealer that is not old. There is blue on that brush, but I'm going to hang on to this for a little bit longer, so keep all those. But these guys, whew, let's see, definitely keeping my Urban Decay Vice Special Effects. I use this on my eyes. It's really, really cool and super pretty. I'm getting rid of this stupid Wet n Wild metallic liquid eyeshadow. This was such a waste of money. It looks horrible on. I'm so pissed about it. It's from the Mermaid collection, so I'm just going to pass this along to see if anyone else wants to try and play with it. Literally used it like once. What do we got here? I love the Mali shadow sticks. They work amazingly, so I'm going to keep this. Oh, I do have NYX Milk shadow stick, but it's on my vanity if you're wondering. I'm going to keep this Starlux liquid eyeshadow to play with some more. I'm also going to keep this little mini Trestique eye pencil. I want to use this some more. This is so hard. Why is this my life? I'm going to keep the Tarte shadow stick. The Jordana one I really like. Y'all, I'm probably just going to keep all of these. Yeah, I am. I like having cream shadow options, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep these. So that didn't do me much good, did it? On to the next. These are little potted shadows. I do have my new Stila mermaid shadow. Isn't it pretty? Of course, that's being kept. All of these e.l.f. ones I'm going to keep. I recently used them. They are super handy to have around. This City Color. Oh, that's very like moussey. Oh, that's really pretty though. I'm gonna keep it because I'm a hoarder. I'm gonna keep this one specifically for the lighter shade. This Color Molten I actually thoroughly enjoy. I also have an e.l.f. smudge pot. Is this what it's called? Not sure, but it's the Beauty and the Beast one. This is a little highlighting trio that I was actually using more as cream shadow. That's really creamy. Huh, I need to play around with this some more from Models Co. I have this little, this is old. This might be dried up. It's a little sticky. It's a good base though, these little Bare Minerals BB shadows things. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out though, because it's old and it's just a little darker than I like to use as a base. And I have a MAC paint pot that I've had for some time. Oh, it feels very dried out. I didn't think it was dried out. It's called Let's Skate, and I'm sad, but I'm gonna have to back to MAC this. So technically, this is being trashed. It's old though, so it's kind of necessary. All right, so I cleared that out a little bit, right? Right, at least it's a little better. And now on to eyeliners. This is going to be hell. So, ones that I know are staying for sure are like these new glitter liners. This one's from Urban Decay and this one's from NYX. Those are new. Those aren't going anywhere. I love this Clean Color Pixie Jar liner. Keeping that for sure. Both of these I'm finally throwing out. These weird shaped ones from Milani and NYX. The shape does not help you at all, and these are also old, so I'm just going to throw these away. I've had this for a hot minute. It's just like a cheapy glitter liner, but I'm going to hang on to it. I don't know, until I get another silver liner, I'm just going to hang on to that, or silver glitter liner. This I'm going to throw out, the Sugar brand cat eye liner. It's just like not my thing, and it's old, so I'm going to throw that away. My NYX White Liquid Liner, this is new, even though it's a very strange product. I'm also keeping the Vivid Brights one from NYX. Those are all newer. I'm also keeping my Urban Decay liners, Perversion, and the green one that from John Michael Basquiat, which I already forgot that I have. I still do keep this Lorac liquid liner. It is still working, but I don't use it on my eyes. I just use it to like draw on my arms and stuff. So I'm going to hang on to this. It's a really good liner. It like never dries out, but it's old. I would never use it on my eyes. This is old. How long are you supposed to keep this? 9 months. I definitely had this for years. I know because I bought it when I was living with my ex. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out. It's an Urban Decay liner, but it's really old. And I know they reformulated them, so I'm going to throw that away. It's also pretty watery. What else we got here? Liquid, 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 liquid. Let me get all the liquid ones out. Okay, this Kat Von D one is just about bit the dust. I do really love it. Who doesn't? I'm going to try to get another day's use out of this, otherwise this is about to be thrown away. This Aurora liner, it like was not working last time I tried to use it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out. I think it's dried up. It says that it's duo tipped. What does that mean? It says it's duo tipped and you're supposed to like flip it around. I want to see what this is about. I'm going to end up breaking this. I'm trying to get this off. It doesn't work. I don't know. I really want to figure out how to turn this thing around, but I'm going to throw it away. I actually really love these Milani liquid eyeliners. Even though they're kind of old, they still work and they're really pretty. I mean, they've gotten a little watery. But like, look at that. They're so pretty. And they don't sting my eyes, so I'm going to keep them. I'm a bad example. Don't follow what I do. This one like wore really weird. I think this one got like cracky. I don't know. It has a weird rubber tip too. I'm going to go ahead and throw out this Nicka K shimmer liner in green. I have an old Jordana Fabuliner. Who remembers these? Wow, I forgot how thick these are. I'm going to hang on to this one. It's still got some life in it. Hopefully it doesn't sting my eyes, but I loved this liner for so long. I have a Jordana cat eye liner. I really, really like my NYX one, which is matte, and this is not exciting, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw this away. And then I have the Wet n Wild Pro Line felt tip liner, which is actually really nice. It's just completely dried up, so that's being trashed. This is why you have to go through your stuff, kids. And on to pencil liners. I used to have so many. This is still excessive, but let's try to dwindle it down to stuff that's old that needs to be thrown out. I was just thinking about this one the other day and how long I have had this Essence liner. Oh my gosh, it's so old. So I'm totally throwing that out. What else? This one I'm keeping, this MAC black line. It's so pretty. It's got like green shimmer in it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really pretty, so I'm definitely keeping that. I'm going to keep this little mini Marc Jacobs one and try to use it some more. That like highliner gel, whatever it's called. Where are all my black liners? Because I probably have way too many. Okay, I think these are all black liners. I do enjoy some of these a lot, but again, they're kind of old. Like this Nicka K one. I don't know which one I should keep. I have Perversion. Okay, I'm going to keep my Jordana Made to Last liquid liner pencil because they're really creamy and nice and I like it. It's not like the blackest black, but I still like it, so I'm keeping that. I'm going to pass along both of these CoverGirl liners, Ink It and Perfect Point Plus. They're just lame to me and I don't think I've ever even used them. I'm going to throw out this Milani Liquid Eye. These were really nice. I also used to have, oh wait, I still have the purple one over here. I used to have a blue one. These are just old, so I'm going to throw that one away. I'm going to go ahead and keep both the Bella Pierre and the Nicka K just because I'm going to go ahead and try to use them up. They're actually pretty decent eyeliners, so we'll see. I'm going to keep those. Colored eyeliners, let's see. Rimmel ones are. I really like the Rimmel Scandalize. I used this one not too long ago. I have a few. I'm going to have to like cut this one off and sharpen it again. But I think since I can sharpen these are okay. So I'll keep my 3 Rimmel Scandalize. This NYX white liquid liner, or pencil liner. It's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and hang on to it, even though I never reached for it. I feel like it's good to have. Here's a Mally liner. I'm going to keep that one as well in Starshine. I really like the name. This is probably going to get thrown out. Yep, that's the Milani Liquid Eye pencil in the purple shade. It's dried out. This one was really cool. I hope you can see what I'm doing because I can't see the viewfinder. It's a purple that like matches my hair, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. It's by Scone. And then what's this one? This was a little Sephora mini, but I don't have a bronzy brown like that, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that as well. I actually think I did a decent job on this. So here's everything I'm getting rid of from this drawer. Woo, trying to show you. Or this is all the stuff I'm throwing out. So we have a whole bunch of liners, gel liners, liquid liners, a couple brow products, some good stuff. I'm also passing along a cream eyeshadow, 2 liners, brow stencils, and backed macking / this will be trash eventually, a MAC paint pot. So I feel like I did pretty good. I'm pretty proud of this. All right, next drawer. Okay, so these are all my palettes. I hope you can see everything. I separate my palettes in neutrals and colors in my drawer, but I just put everything out here. These are all eyeshadow palettes and one blush palette. This is the Benefit Cheeky Sweet Spot blush palette from a couple holidays back, but I love this, so I'm definitely keeping it. I love the Benefit cheek color, so I'm definitely holding on to this guy. It's a little chunky, but it's cute and it's fine. I have room for it, so definitely hanging on to that guy. Now the rest of these are all eyeshadow palettes, so I think I've already decided which ones I'm keeping and passing along and throwing out, so let's just go ahead and declutter. Do you see the stack? Like, there's so many. Like, there's more than you think there is. Who remembers this from when Sephora did Disney collections? It's the Little Mermaid Dare to Dream palette, and it's looks like this. I honestly never use the palette. I think I'm actually allergic to something in this color, so I'm kind of scared to use it, but I am obsessed with the packaging. Completely obsessed. If you know me, you know I love the Little Mermaid so much, so this I keep on display in my room, so this is definitely staying. Obsessed with the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette, not going anywhere. I just got the Subculture palette, so I've been playing with that, so that's not going anywhere. Urban Decay Electric palette is amazing and super pigmented and colorful, so I'm keeping that. I promise I'm going to get rid of stuff. This is a really old Urban Decay palette. It's the Wallpaper palette. I can't use these glittery shades in the middle, so if I could get rid of some, I would definitely get rid of those. But I'm obsessed with the shade Last Call, and the other few shades in here are really nice as well, so I am going to hang on to this. I do really like Urban Decay shadows. And another really old palette is the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance Policy palette. You can tell I really like that neutral shade. These are really pigmented and creamy, so I'm definitely going to hang on to those. I love my Wet n Wild palettes. I'm keeping both of these, the Comfort Zone and Petal Pusher. I believe they're redoing these. I don't know if they're redoing the formula, but I love these, so I'm keeping them. Obsessed with my Smashbox Ablaze palette. Definitely keeping that guy. My Coastal Scents 88 Ultra Shimmer palette actually comes in handy. This is super old, but it's really handy to have every shade ever, and I want this in matte form, so I'm keeping that. I have my Alice Through the Looking Glass palette from Urban Decay. I honestly am not crazy obsessed with this palette. I love the packaging, and of course I love Alice in Wonderland. I just feel like some of these shadows are kind of hit and miss, and I don't like how they're organized. I'm very picky. I really don't like how most palettes' shadows are organized. I don't think it's pleasing to the eye, and it makes it like harder to think of ideas. I don't know. I like things in color order, so I'm definitely keeping this specifically for the packaging, but I do still reach for this sometimes, so it's not like a total loss. But this guy, alright, so this is from one of the Walgreens Disney collections, obviously the Cinderella one. It's this big giant palette. What's it called? Ready for the Ball eyeshadow palette. And you get a whole bunch of shades in here, mostly kind of blues, purples, and some like light pinks and a little berry tone. In there is some like mattes, or at least demi mattes, some metallics. I don't know. This just is not a great palette. Pigmentation isn't great. I'm just not crazy about it. Again, it's laid out really weird. I really just bought it for the packaging, but I'm kind of over having it for the packaging, so I'm going to sanitize this and pass it on to somebody who would like to display it or try it. So there's one down, and that one's huge. I have this e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Palette in Texas. I was really only keeping it because I love the name. I love being from Texas. I'm trying to decide. They just, like, even if I swatch it when, like, wet, they're not that great. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along too. All three of my Urban Decay Naked palettes are staying. I have Naked 1, 2, and 3. Naked 1 is my favorite. It's also my, kind of my newest one. I mean, it is, but, or maybe it's not. I don't remember. I was given 3, so I forgot when I got it. Naked 2, I've had the longest. Naked 3 is definitely my least favorite, but I still do like to have it. Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I do really enjoy this palette. I feel like some of these shadows aren't as high quality as Urban Decay shadows usually are, but I think it's such a great palette because it's so versatile. It has shimmers and mattes and a few pops of color. It's great for everybody. If you happen to find this palette somewhere still, it is such a great beginner's palette or just a great palette to have in general, so I'm definitely hanging on to that guy. These ones, my e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palettes. I used to be completely obsessed with these. This is the one in Naked. One broke and one fell out. This is the one in Smoke? No, Sunset. And they look so pretty. Ooh, this is Smoke. The mirror's broken. They look really pretty and pigmented and fun and whatever, but they just like, I don't know if the formula is like shot and old or what the deal is, because I tried to use this not that long ago. Like when you swatch them wet, like it's gorgeous. But I tried to use this not that long ago and it just did not, like, it was a mess. I had to restart my eye look. It ruined the rest of my shadow. It wouldn't stick. It was like picking up itself and like skipping. It was the strangest thing. So I've had these for quite some time, and before I'd even tried to use them recently, I hadn't used them in a really long time. So I feel like these are just like shot and that it's probably time to pass these along because I don't think anyone else is going to want them. Like, that looks like the prettiest green shade ever, but like it makes me so nervous because I don't think I'm going to be able to get what I want out of it. Like, they look so pretty. I don't know, I'm just like, hold on. Let me get a brush and see how it applies. I'm like really tempted to hang on to the Smoke one because this like beautiful green shade, I don't know, that's in the maybe pile. The other two are definitely gonna go, but we'll come back to this guy. I was so sure I was getting rid of all three. Okay, I have the Coastal Scents Revealed Smoky palette, which I'm keeping specifically for this navy blue shade because I don't have another shade like that. Not that this palette isn't like nice and totally workable, but like everything else in here I totally already have, but like I don't have any matte navy blue like that, so I kind of have to hang on to this. So I'm keeping the smoky one and the Revealed 3 from Coastal Scents. I think I'm also going to hang on to this and play with it some more. I mean, it's not like the greatest palette in the world, but it's definitely not bad. And I want to play with it some more. Maybe kind of compare it to the Naked 3 because that's obviously what it's copying. You can kind of see like my brush strokes in some that I've used. Like, they're not bad. So we're going to hang on to both these guys. I have a Makeup Revolution palette. This is the Redemption eyeshadow palette Romantic Smoked. I tried to use this again the other day. It's half matte, half shimmer, and it was just not doing me any good. It doesn't have great pigmentation. It's just lame. So I'm going to pass this along to anyone else that wants to try it. Of course, I have my MAC palette here, my custom one. Everything is staying in that. I have my BH Cosmetics B by Bubs Beauty palette that I actually really, really enjoy. They're nice shadows. I think it's a good range. It's really, really cute, so I'm hanging on to that. I have two Lorac palettes, the Lorac Pro 1. I'm obsessed. Lorac is some of my all-time favorite shadows. They're so creamy and pigmented and blendable, and they're amazing. So this is half matte, half shimmer. It's like everything you need. It's so great. And then I also have the Lorac Mega Pro 2. And I don't reach for this too often, but I should. And I'm definitely going to be keeping it. Two more little palettes from the Walgreens Disney collection, the Frozen one and the Beauty and the Beast one. Obviously the Elsa one is the Snow and Ice palette and the Enchanted Tale palette, the Beauty and the Beast one. I know 100% I'm keeping the Elsa one because I actually really like it and I've used it a ton. You can create a perfect Elsa eye with this, which I think is funny and cool. And then this one I've played with a lot less, but I've definitely played around with it and I think I'm going to keep it. That green's like almost like that one in the e.l.f. Prism. I mean, I got like crazy amazing shadows, like, but they're not terrible and they're super cute, so I'm gonna keep them. I have a little Inglot mini palette here with 4 shadows. This kind of goes along with my freelance makeup kit, but since I'm not currently freelancing, it's in my drawer so I can get some use out of it. It's a pretty light green, but it's not that deep green like I'm looking for. I'm going to keep this. Just a word of advice, if you're getting an Inglot palette, don't get this stupid thing. It's overpriced, it's chunky, it's annoying, you can't get them out of there, it's heavy. Like, just get a Z palette. This is ridiculous. And the last one here is the CoverGirl True Naked's Nudes palette. I used this the other day and it was just not exciting for me. Obviously I have a lot of stuff that's already like this. This is supposed to be mimicking, I think, either the Naked 1 or 2 palette. It's not bad, especially for like it being so easily accessible and being inexpensive. But I had to build it up a lot and pack in a lot of color and it just wasn't really worth it for me. So I'm going to pass this along to somebody else, of course, after I sanitize everything. Okay, I am going to keep the e.l.f. Prism Smoke palette and try to use it again, and I just really like how pretty those like jewel tone shadows are, and I don't really have anything like that, but I'm going to try it soon, and if it doesn't like apply well or blend well or anything like that, I'm going to just throw it out because, ugh, but I am going to give it one more shot. And the other things that I've been saying in these videos that I'm going to give another shot, I've actually been trying, and if I get rid of them, I'm putting them in an empties video, so that's cool. So everything I'm keeping is kind of sprawled out over here. It's kind of a lot of stuff. You can see lots of junk. It's not junk, it's beautiful. Alright, so I'm keeping 25 eyeshadow palettes and I'm getting rid of these. So I'm passing along 4 palettes, one being huge, and then I'm throwing these 2 away because I remember trying to use this one recently and it was just absolute shit. And this one clearly is just kind of died. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw those out. But throwing out 2, passing along 4, it's not bad. It's a good declutter, I feel like. I don't know. Eyeshadow palettes are my love, so at least I'm doing something. Alright, on to the next.
Listen long enough, you can love me.